The Tasha Frazier Show is brought to you by Mary Kay, IntelliTravel, and Aflac. The Tasha Frazier. Hi guys! Hello, welcome to the Tasha Frazier Show. I'm so excited to be doing the show today. This is the final episode of the countdown to Mrs. Globe. And what is really unique and exciting about this show is that it's literally happening like right now. So today was day one of Mrs. Globe registration, rehearsals. I heard there was flag twirling and all kinds of stuff happening today. I'm super excited because these ladies were actually going to be live to you guys from Palm Springs. I shared a little bit earlier what all the different countries that we're going to be interviewing today, and I really can't wait. They have a very tight schedule, so this show might be a little bit shorter than usual, but I still wanted to provide an opportunity to let these ladies shine. I am very excited. I do see that a couple ladies have joined me in the green room that were not there before the show, so I'm going to try to work them in, but we do have our ladies, and I'm really excited for you guys to meet them, and I know they're excited for you to meet them as well. So we're going to go ahead and get this party started, and our very first interview is going to be, I mean, you know, I think it happens to be a coincidence that she's first, but she is representing the United States of America at Mrs. Globe. And that's not me, there she is. And she is USofA, Alina Walker.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you feeling?
I am feeling so wonderful. And I just have to take a moment and thank you so much, Tasha, for this opportunity to be on here today. And also with you being one of our world winners, thank you for being such a wonderful trailblazer and breaking those glass ceilings for all of us. So I wanted to say that first, but I am feeling amazing. I am here live from Palm Springs.
Yes. Woo. Okay. All right. So I know you guys have like an amazing party that's happening soon. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into those questions. So
Yes.
the first question that we all want to know, and I hear a little feedback. I don't know what it is, but hopefully it's okay, everybody.
Okay.
Why choose Mrs. Globe? Why did you choose to compete in Mrs. Globe?
Gosh, you know, honestly, I'm not sure where the feedback is coming from, but I do want to say one of the reasons why I chose Mrs. Globe first. Funny story, actually, you are the reason I chose Mrs. Globe. I just have to say that for a moment. I was literally sitting on my couch one night, minding my own business right before the new year, focusing on jumping headfirst into the new year with my music and everything. And a friend of my sister's sent me a Miss Universe video, and I found myself sobbing and crying. And I turned the video off. I went to sleep, and the next morning I wake up to a message from the beautiful Tasha Frazier saying, "Hey, you know, have you thought about Mrs. Globe?" And I was like, "Huh? What? I haven't been on the stage in like 4 or 5 years." And she really put life into me and encouraged me that she was like, "You can do this." You know, this was almost a year and a half ago, and this is when I became Ms. Washington. And so I wanted to compete first because I wanted to prove to myself that I can do it. I can get back into it, that I have a story to tell, that I have a voice, and that I matter, and that I want to make other people matter and feel good, but also just to empower the world, essentially. So that's one of the reasons why I competed. Yeah, why I chose this globe, because all of that and more.
Yeah, no, this is probably one of the most like extreme glorious pageants I've ever been a part of in my life. So I definitely. The next question, Alina, you could have. What is doing that? I'm sorry, you guys. I'm like possessed. Why it's happening? Okay. The next question is, if you could get those judges alone in a room by yourself, no one else, what would you say to them?
Okay, first I would say to them that I'm so excited to represent my nation, the United States of America, in the Mrs. Globe pageant. And I would share a little bit with them about, you know, why am I excited? Why would I be a great Mrs. Globe candidate? And one of the main things is that I am excited to elevate the Mrs. Globe brand. That's number one. Number two, I am a brand ambassador. Number three, I want to be able to also bring the world together as one, right? So being able to have access to other cultures, languages, really really seeking to understand, because, you know, we can go fast alone, but when we go together, we go far. So as I think of Mrs. Globe, that is universal as everyone, right? So we have all these beautiful nations, but if I could be Mrs. Globe, I can bring all those nations together and represent the world. So that's what I would love for them to know if I could have them in a room.
Wow, that's powerful. I love it. I know one of the things, my biggest takeaways when I was a world winner, well, still am a world winner, was my global view, you know, and I'll just be real that oftentimes, especially United States people seem to think that we're like the top of the food chain and we're better than everybody. But I learned just how beautiful every culture, every country is. You know, I even had to learn a little bit of Spanish, a little bit of Russian. It was very important to me to understand everybody in the world, all the beautiful women in the world. And so I understand that passion. It's very powerful. And your last, Mrs. USofA, is you win. What are you going to do? You guys possibly have a pizza or, you know.
Oh my gosh, listen, if I win, I am hitting the ground running as soon as I touch down in Washington State. That's number one, okay? So obviously my goal is to expand the WIN Foundation, continue to get the message out there. For those watching, the WIN Foundation is WIN International. It is a international foundation, nonprofit 501c3 that provides programs of recovery for women who've been abused. That's number one. Number two, I actually am launching a very special thing near to my heart called Living Above AD, which is living above anxiety and depression, but living above it, right? So focusing primarily on beauty pageants, queens, people in the entertainment industry that have undergone anxiety and depression, and just bringing awareness to the fact of what we go through, but bringing hope also to all people. And so it's about living above and giving hope. So all of that intertwined is what I would do. Also host fundraising events. The thing that's so important about being a ambassador for Mrs. Globe is expanding the brand, right? We're a worldwide brand. So I want to go wherever I can, right? Meet all that I can and take Mrs. Globe with me. It doesn't matter. I have many different hats that I wear as a international recording artist. I take Mrs. Globe with me, right? Whatever I'm doing, I take Mrs. Globe with me, and that's what I would do.
Well, alrighty then. You sound like you're ready, Mrs. USofA, and I'm so glad that you took the time to come on in between. I know you guys were just conversing and it's hot there, and so I just want to say thank you so much for coming on the show, and thank you for letting the world and everyone who's going to view it now and people who are going to view it later know why I represent your country.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tasha. Blessings to you.
You're built to stay in the room to watch your sisters, or you know, you gotta go with pretty. I understand that too. Not that you're already pretty, you know what I mean. Okay. All right, gorgeous.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, you guys, that was Mrs. USofA. She is passionate and amazing, and I am just super thrilled to have interviewed her. But next up, we have Mexico. I told her I'm only going to say her first name because I don't want to mess up her beautiful hyphenated last name. So there she is, live outside in Palm Springs, Veronica, Mrs. Mexico. How are you?
Hi, I'm sorry about my voice. It's a little bit messed up because I had a very intense week. But yeah, I'm here. I love this heat. I'm enjoying this weather. I'm glad it's dry, so my hair stays good.
Well, and that's what matters during pageant week. That's what matters is like our hair.
Right.
If our hair it doesn't like it, then you know everything's ruined. So I totally get it. Well, you look beautiful. I'm really excited to chat with you. Thank you for making time in the very tight schedule that you guys have to be able to meet with me. But it's important that I still wanted to provide that last opportunity for the ladies that you know made it a priority to shine and be able to speak, right?
All right.
And one of the things I say is that I love about Mrs. Globe is that all the competition areas are on stage, but they don't have an interview, which is fine. So I was like, well, let me provide an opportunity for them to interview, right? And so the ladies that take advantage of that, we are giving you the virtual platform to do so. All right, so your first question, I'm sure you're gonna be shocked what it is, just kidding, is why did Veronica choose to compete at Mrs. Globe?
Well, yeah, I love pageants. That's my main reason, and I like to do what I love. You know, I'm a full-time mom in this moment of my life. I'm a mom of three. I have 3 under 3. So I need some time for myself. Yes, yes. I have
Ooh,
twins and
bless
then
your
a
heart.
9 months old. Yeah.
Ooh.
So I need at some point I just wanted to see like, well, back a little bit about me. I have a bachelor in politics science, and then I'm a event and wedding planner. So I'm a little bit happy around these events. Hopefully one day I can cooperate with Mrs. Glove doing this kind of events. And then I like to be involved to know about more this. And something that really makes me happy being on stage, smile, represent my country, and then being off the stage, just meeting new wonderful woman. This is day one, and I'm having such a blast. I meet, I don't know if I meet all of them like personal, but
Mhm.
I meet a lot of wonderful women, so fun, so sweet, so like I'm having a great time here, and this is something that I love. So I decided to come here. I didn't know that it will be this amazing. I know it will be good, but
That's
it really
yeah, that's
exceeded
how
my
Mrs. Gold is.
expectations. Yes, yes. So
Absolutely.
this moment, I'm myself. I feel like a fish in the water. I'm having the the great moment.
Well, that's actually very important that you're doing something that you enjoy doing. I
Yes,
think that sometimes we feel like we have to have these big, deep reasons for doing something, and if it's just to make you happy, because you have
yeah,
3 kids under 3, I mean that in and of itself is a reason to do it. So I am,
yeah.
very proud of you for choosing you and doing this opportunity and representing your country so beautifully as a mom, as a
Mm.
super mom. On top of that, all right, let's see. Oh wait, we got some comments here. I want to see what everyone. Oh, look at this. You got some fans that are saying hello to you here. Can you see the screen? Can you
Ah,
see what they're saying? There you go.
yeah, yeah. Oh, hola, Ceci.
Delicious.
What
Can
are
you
you
see?
doing?
Got some fans there. Oh, there's Teresa. All right.
Uh-huh. Thank you.
Yes. So your next question, Veronica, is if you could speak to the judges privately, one on one, what would you want to share about you?
About me, um, well, I said a lot about me already, but I'm gonna tell you that since I'm from Mexico, and well, actually, I live in Las Vegas, super close to here, and I moved to a new country, a little bit different culture. I have some challenges in my life, but now I'm ready to face new challenges. I'm used to it. This
Yes.
is what I'm made of. So for Mrs. Glove, I like to take it to another level, and I like to go around the world, show as a representative of Mrs. Glove that this can be big. I mean, as I tell you before, I'm a fashion girl, and lately I don't know why people is judging too much about fashions, and I want
Right.
people to
Right.
believe again in fashions, right? If
Right.
there is Mrs. Courbet, there is Mrs. Classique. There's every stage of life to be in the fashion, no matter what. Some people had said, and I heard some comments about like, look at your age. Do you want to be in a fashion? Like, I am in a fashion, and I'm so
And I
proud of
have
it.
3 kids. Okay.
Right. Well, like, I mean, most of us have kids, and we have to like stop our lives a little bit to come here and show ourselves, right? And I love Mrs. Globe because Mrs. Globe is like the very classy organization, so elegant to show like beautiful ladies and very, I don't know, like very classy ladies to show around the world. So this is me. I'm a fashion girl. I'm so proud of it. I can be smart and I can be beautiful at the same time. All of us, no matter which age you are, no matter what's your weight. So this is what I want to show the world.
And you're doing it very well. I love
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And your last
Thank
question,
you.
Miss Mexico, is
Yeah.
what is your plan should you leave here as Mrs. Globe?
Well, I say a little bit about that, but yes, I live in Las Vegas. I live in one of the fashions capital. I love to do a lot of things there. I love doing events too because I'm a wedding and event planner. So I know our WIN organizations has very, very like important labors to do. So I love doing events. I can do any event in Las Vegas. I know a lot of very nice and generous people who can help for the organization and get a lot of fundraise for WIN organization and to have fun. So as I said always, like it's a win-win to work for WIN organization. So this is what I love to do. So doing events here, there, all over the world, raising funds to help a women in need, which that's what matters.
Absolutely. Well, I think that was an amazing answer. I mean, you seem like you're ready to
Thank you.
go and you know why you're
I
here and
am.
you're having fun. And I know the little people at home are probably really excited about mommy's doing this.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I just want to say thank you so much for choosing Mrs. Globe. Thank you for representing Mexico so beautifully. And good luck this
Thank
week.
you.
I mean,
Thank you so
it
much.
only goes
Thank
up from here. If you're already shocked, it's only going to become a bigger shock. And you
you.
probably will hear Tia say at least once or twice, but wait, there's more. Why? Because there's always more with Mrs. Globe. So I'm very excited for you, and
Thank
just
you.
shine the way that you are. Continue to do so. Thank you so much, and have fun at the party tonight.
I am having fun. Thank you so much.
All
See you
right,
then.
bye-bye. Aw, Mrs. Mexico. You guys, did you guys hear her say that she has 3 kids under 3? I think we should do a moment of silence for that. But anyway, that is amazing. She is beautiful. I'm super excited to have met Mrs. Mexico. All right. So we are going to move on to our next queen, and she is Singapore. Hold on, where'd she go? There she is. All right, Singapore was moving all around earlier in the little sound check thing that we had, but now it looks like she found her perfect lighting, which is good. All right, Clarissa, how are you?
Hi, Tasha. Thank you so much for doing this for all of us.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm really happy, at the queens that, took advantage of the opportunity. I really wanted to highlight as many women that wanted to do it. And they told me there's about 60 delegates. And I'm like, okay, there's 6 weeks. Okay, I can do 10 at a time, And so like some weeks there were 2, some weeks there was 10, some weeks there were, but I tried to get in as many as possible. So I'm so glad that you chose to be one of those people. All right, young lady, let's get this party started.
Okay.
So Clarissa, out of
Yes.
all the pageants in the world, you're a beautiful woman. Why Mrs. Globe?
I just competed in our Singapore national pageant 24 days ago and won the national pageant. Hence, we're here now in Palm Springs. Why Mrs. Globe? In Singapore, it was actually known as the Mrs. Singapore pageant. So I am very thankful that the judges saw that I was befitting of the Globe title and awarded it to me. So why did I choose to compete? I actually just gave birth 3 months ago, and I'm here right now.
You guys are amazing. You guys are superstars.
Yes, a lot of superstars here. So 3 months ago, but I told myself I'm not going to give up. Just because I had my baby, that does not mean that, I'm going to put myself in the back seat. I'm still going to have my me time, my time to shine, and, let new moms know that we are important and that, we should take time for ourselves. Because if we're not okay, our kids are not okay.
Girl, you better preach. Don't be preaching on a Tuesday night. I love it. Oh my gosh. That's so good. So, so good. Thank you for that. And I know that's going to resonate with a lot of women who are watching, a lot of women who think they can't do this because they're a mother or a new mother or a certain weight or a certain height or
Yes.
a certain age or a certain demographic. And like Mrs. Globe kind of dispels every single reason why a woman says they should not do a pageant. Like it leaves no room for anybody at all, so I love that. Your next question, Clarissa, is if you could speak to those judges in a room by yourself, what would you say?
I would say I am here despite all the challenges we've been through. 24 days after winning our national pageant, here I am. And it's taken me more than 2 years to get here. We actually I joined the Mrs. Singapore pageant in 2020. And due to COVID, it didn't happen until this year. So if I can pull through all that, have a baby in the process, and still show up and be here, think about what I can do with the crown.
Ooh, girl, okay. You gave me goosebumps with that one. Okay, well, yes, ma'am. Okay. All right, you guys. Clarissa is serious. I need you guys all to know that. All right, and then your last question is, what do you plan to do should you leave with the title of Mrs. Globe?
Okay, so I just attended the 2-day boot camp. It's been so inspiring, so magical, meeting all these different delegates. I would definitely let, the crown shine And what I would love to do with it is to take that WIN Foundation back home to Singapore and to partner with a current organization that I am currently working with in Singapore. I think it would amplify not just the brand, but it would also edify everything for women as a whole.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, no matter where we come from, no matter what language we speak, no matter what age we are, we all need to figure out how to love ourselves.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
we all need to love ourselves a little
Definitely.
bit more. I mean,
Yes.
oftentimes I sometimes think, Tasha, what are you doing? You shouldn't be doing this. But I have to remind myself. And a lot of the tools that I learned through Reclaiming Me and other manifestation opportunities are things I check myself with. No, girl, you deserve to be here.
Yes.
Right? And
Yes.
so I think that, wow, that's very, very powerful that you want to take that back home with you, and of course around the world, because you'll be representing the world if you win.
Of course.
You can't just, isolate yourself. I'm just kidding. I know you're gonna do with your 3-month-old in a front pack and your crown. I already know.
Why not?
Now, why
In a
not?
carrier,
The carrier,
full
like,
of bling.
absolutely bling,
Yes.
and like a blinged out burp rag and all
Yes.
that. I
Definitely.
yeah. I love it. Well, you have been such a pleasure. I'm going to go to the comments real quick because I think people are just really loving you here. Okay, we have some fans. I don't know if you can see them on the comments here.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know what. Okay, Tyler. I don't know who Tyler is, but Tyler, he's your cheer guy. Okay. Yes, I love it. A lot of people are loving the things you're saying, really resonating. So I'm excited for you. Please, please continue that, whatever that bubbliness that you have inside of you. I don't know if it's the new baby hormones or what, but
Everything. It's everything.
keep that going, girl. Keep that going. Your feet will be hurting in about 3 days. And remember
It's
what you said to me tonight.
Bring it on.
Video. It's on video. Okay. All right. I appreciate you, Clarissa, and
Thank you,
enjoy
Tasha.
the floral party tonight. And good luck.
Yes, thank you.
Of course. Bye-bye. Oh my God, they're all so cute. I love them. I know they're grown women, but I still think that they're cute. Just very, very beautiful. I don't know who the Facebook user is, but they love Singapore. But you know what? Guess what? Whoever that person is can get excited because the next person I'm bringing is from, guess where they're from? Singapore. Okay. Yes, but this is the Classique Singapore. She is Angela. She is representing those women who are size 45. Sorry, not size. I'm sorry. Age 45 or wiser. Okay, and she is going to probably spit a whole bunch of wisdom. I love the Classique delegates because they always put me in line. And I'm so excited that you made time, rushed your way from rehearsal and got here to meet with me. How are you, Angela?
Hi, everyone. Let me just lay it all down. My girl, Clarissa, she is just the most amazing woman, and I'm so blessed to be roommates with her, right?
Well, I just want to say I appreciate you guys pretending like you're in separate rooms to do this interview and follow my directions. So I really appreciate that. Clarissa, I can hear you back there. Don't be laughing. Okay. Oh, what happened? Where'd she go? I made her laugh and she got off the camera. Oh, no. Okay, we'll get back to her. When she hops back on, oh, no, where does she go? What in the world? You guys don't want to see me. I'm on here every week. She'll hop back on. I will come back to her. All right. So my next queen, while we're waiting for Singapore's, I just made a joke about.
Oh, sorry. It was unstable internet connection.
You're in Palm Springs. You better have the top of the line 5-star gold-plated internet there. Okay.
Oh, it's a 5-star bed we have here for sure.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, let's just jump right in with you, sweetheart. Oh, wait, let me get your cool little nameplate back up here because, I don't want you to feel like you're left out. Okay, there we go. All right. Why did you choose to do Mrs. Love?
A favorite quote of mine from this amazing woman we all know, Oprah Winfrey. She said that we all have a dream to dream, and it is our responsibility to align ourselves to that dream. And Mrs. Globe is my dream for sure. It's an amazing platform to celebrate women from all ages, from all cultures. It's a diverse and inclusive platform, and I am truly honored to be here today. part of this beautiful, beautiful journey.
Wow.
And that said, I also
I told you the Classique was going to drop some real words. Let's go.
being a mother to adult children, yes, I have a daughter who's 23 and another daughter who's 20. I want to set an example to them that, you know, no matter what age you are, if you believe in it, you believe in yourself, you can reach for the stars, right?
I love it. You know, I think sometimes as parents, we think that we have to put ourselves in the back burner to be a better parent, but actually doing something with our lives tends to inspire our kids more. You know,
Action
I'm like, I
speaks
don't want my
louder
kids
than words.
to say, I want them to look up to me, okay?
Yes,
You know,
for
like why
sure.
should someone else be their aspiration because I'm sitting in the background, you know, looking like who did it and what for. My kid's like, Mom, you're doing nothing with your life, you know? So I love that you have that mindset. There's been 3 moms on here so far that are like all for it. So I love it. Your next question, beautiful, is if you could speak to those judges one-on-one, what would you say?
Okay, I'm like probably ask a more candid question here, you know, and being a fashion enthusiast and I love, you know, just fashion in general, I would probably ask them like, who's your favorite designer? What's your favorite color? Because fashion alone does speaks volume. What a person wears and the color they choose reflects their mood of the day, you know, reflects their character. And yeah, you know, like little things, red, is, you know, confidence. It denotes confidence. It denotes like firepower. Black, gray is like boss lady kind of vibes. White, purity. You know, yeah. So I probably want to ask them those questions because it's something I'm interested to know, truly interested to know.
Okay, that's a very unique approach because only a Classique would think to go into a moment with the judges and ask them questions. I think that's very brilliant. You know, like get to know them. That's a good idea. I never thought about that. I love that. All right. Now, my last question, which I can't wait to hear your answer on this, is should you be the next Mrs. Classique, what will you do with the title?
Given the opportunity and this anointed position and ambassadorship, obviously I would continue to advocate for my causes that are close to my heart, but also to inspire women around the globe, especially women my age group, that, you know, to be confidently beautiful and that regardless of the circumstance, that, you know, if you truly want something, go for it, reach for it, you
Angela,
know,
hold on.
like
Hold on.
yeah.
Your earring is attacking the speaker. Can you
Oh,
move
sorry,
the other
yeah.
one? The other one.
Yeah, so
There we go. Okay.
yes, so that's my passion, to be a leader, to be a role model to women, to just be confidently beautiful, because a lot of women my age, you know, after having children or multiple children and with the aging process, a lot of women are not very comfortable in their bodies, or, you know, they just feel like they need a little bit of help, and I'm here honestly to walk hand in hand and help them be better physically, mentally, emotionally.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love the vivaciousness of Classique women. You would think that you guys would be more, and you guys are like the more energetic. Well, except for your roommate, she's very hyper. I can tell.
Yeah, we're both hyper women. You can imagine what happens behind
Oh
closed
my
doors.
gosh, your guys' room is. I know your room is the spot. I already know. So, but thank you so much for sharing your heart. Thank you for taking the time out of your very tight, busy. Tia's gonna have you guys. Oh my gosh, your feet are gonna be killing you. But thank you for spending this time with me and sharing with those who are watching now and those who watch later what your passion is. But good luck to you, Miss Angela. Singapore proud. Let's do this. Thank
Yeah.
you. Enjoy yourself tonight at the floral.
All right. Thank you so much.
Of
We'll
course,
see
my
you
pleasure.
soon. Okay.
Bye. Aw, you guys like, whew, I feel like I'm running a marathon, but you guys are really, they are amazing, amazing, amazing women. And I'm very honored to be able to interview them. And I, you know, of course I love Classique. So my next person that we're going to be interviewing is none other than another beautiful Classique delegate, and she is from the great country of Ukraine. Hello, Alina.
Hello, Tasha. Hello, everyone. Hi.
Hello. And I just want to say publicly thank you for being like early and being beautiful and being ready. When I'm doing like your own production, it's like, okay, I got to this and I got, So I thank you for that. You are just so beautiful and so gracious and sweet. And I can't wait to hear your answers to these questions because I think that, again, you women that are of the more mature ages are so much more vivacious and so much full of more wisdom. And I love to learn, and I'm excited for what you're going to say. All right, you look serious. Like she's like, I'm ready. Let's go. Okay. All right, Alina. Okay. Why did you choose to do Mrs. Classique?
So last year, I was competing for Mrs. Mature Ukraine competition. Yeah, and that was in Kiev, in Ukraine. And I found it so excited to be surrounded by beautiful ladies, and everyone is different. I learned a lot. I get a great time. Yeah, it's like was so excited for me. And when I moved to US, I decided to find something like the same, like we did in Ukraine. And I started looking for different pageant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're saying perfect.
Yeah, and everyone told me for like Mrs., even not Mrs., but everyone told me you're too old. The oldest is 40. And then I found another one like you're too old. The oldest is 40. And I
like
was
the three bears. It's too hot. It's too cold.
Yeah, and I was so surprised they don't have over 40. And finally, I found Mrs. Globe, and I found this Globe Classique, and I was so happy to find you guys, to find Globe Classique. Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, I was so happy to do that I found it. So when I found it, of course, I joined it. Yeah.
She's like, of course I did. I mean, hello. Yes, ma'am. I love it. All right. So your next question is, if you could speak to the judges alone, what wisdom from the great Alina would you share?
I hope they don't hear me.
You have to hear you. You're supposed to be pretending that you're talking to them. Of course they can hear you.
I would advise them to judge from their heart, not from the list. I know they have a list of different skills, like this and this and that. But my advice.
Oh my God, that's okay. I know what you're saying now. That's hilarious.
That's my advice.
Okay. She said, ignore the criteria that Dr. Tracy gave you.
Yeah.
Judge from your heart. I love it. I mean, I feel like there's nothing really wrong with that. I mean, I would want people to judge from I love it. Oh, okay. You got a lot of people that are cheering you guys on. Yeah, I think that's a very fair thing to ask. Don't ignore, you guys, I love this actually. Ignore the list, judges, whoever you are. Ignore the list and judge from your heart. That comes from Classique Ukraine. All right. I love it. And then your last question, beautiful, is what is your plan should you be the next Mrs. Classique?
I found out last year, I talked to many beautiful ladies, and I found out that many of them wanted to compete for, when they were 18, 19, 20, they wanted to compete for Miss blah, 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 yeah, something. And they were so scared. Some of them were not too tall. Some of them were not too slim. They always found some excuses why not. But
Right.
now when you are 45 plus, there are no excuses. Just I would.
You have a little sense of humor. You come off very reserved, but you're okay. I see where we're going here.
Just follow your dream. Just follow your dream. If your dream was compete at age 18, do it at age 45 plus, and win Mrs. Globe's Classique. That would my message to everyone, everyone in the world. Yeah,
I love it. She's like,
I used to live in different countries, and I would like present my message to everyone, every woman at the age of 45 plus. Yeah, there is a beautiful Mrs. Globe organization that can realize your dream. Just go for it.
That's so good. I love that, and it's true. It is so true. I know that when I tell this story a lot because I think it helps people. But I know when I was first introduced to this system, I looked at their website and I was like, yeah, right. I'm gonna lose. I was just like, me? Are you sure? You know, and I kind of had to take that leap of faith, you know, and I think that if you feel like you're worthy of it, you're prepared for it, then the opportunity will present itself. So I love that you're saying, turning down all those excuses, telling other women not to do it, and go for your dreams. I love that. You are so wise. Olena, thank you so much for joining me tonight.
I just wanted to add something.
Oh, add it, girl. See, that's why I said I love Classique. Go ahead. Lay it on me. Lay it on me.
Yeah, this is, I attended boot camp, and today is the first day. And I have a feeling, actually, I'm in IT field. I work in IT, but I have a feeling that they will convert me from IT girl to it girl after 1 year.
Oh, I love it. Yes, she said, listen, you can be an IT girl and an it girl, okay? We can do, you just gotta like, you can make a logo because it's ITT. I like it.
This is my feeling. Yeah, this is my feeling. What will happen to me on Sunday? Yeah.
I love it. Well, you already are it girl. You're representing Ukraine in an international world pageant. Like, I don't know how much more it gets. You're already here. You're going to be like with your flag and all your glory. And oh my gosh, it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah. I will do that. Yeah.
I love that. Okay. Look at that. You got a fan already. I love it. Look at that. You better trademark it before someone else takes it. Okay, so Olena, thank you so much for your time. Thank you again for being early and meeting me in my virtual green room and being ready to go. I really appreciate that.
Thank you, Tasha.
Those things are important. But
thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, absolutely. Have fun tonight at the floral. I think it looks like you already have your floral dress on, I think. Yes.
No,
okay.
I will have a different one.
Oh, yeah, of course you do. It's a pageant. You're going to change for every 30 seconds. Okay, got it. All right, but you look beautiful. Thank you for your time. Enjoy yourself tonight. All the parties are fabulous. So you are going to be blown away yet again tonight. Thank you. Good luck. Take care.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much.
Of course, my pleasure. Woo! We're rocking and rolling, you guys. Now, I know earlier 3 of my guests weren't on just yet, but they have miraculously arrived in my virtual green room. So guess what? We are going to interview 3 more queens, which I'm very excited to do. So we're going to move right along so that they can also walk down, because I mean, the resort that they're at is like very spread out. So it's like a workout to get to any place from the ballroom unless you, yeah, it just is. So I'm going to respect that. And we're going to move right along. So our next person, I don't know if she's ready. I can see half of her. So hopefully she's ready, is all the way from Thailand. And she is, now let me say, is it Manus?
Yes, Manus.
Okay, all right. And again, I apologize, your whole name and everything, because you weren't here yet. So I thought you weren't coming. So I was like, oh crap, let me like type something up real quick. So you get a first name, but that's okay. You're going to be very memorable.
You just call me May. That's okay.
May? Oh, yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Well, that's my middle name with the E, so I love it. I'll remember that. All right, May. Okay. Well, thank you again for coming, and you look beautiful. Thank you for representing your beautiful country of Thailand. Why did you choose Mrs. Globe? You're gorgeous. You could go anywhere. You could compete. You could do anything. You could be a supermodel, but you chose Mrs. Globe. Why is that?
Okay, let me tell you that I got my first pageant 1 year before I married, and I think, yeah, I can do more. But in Thailand, there is no Mrs. Pageant, so anywhere else. So that I realized that we have a problem with women status equality. The
Mm.
people, yeah, the people give attention to the woman who's single, younger, but not anymore for the woman who married. So I think if gonna have the Mrs. Pageant there in Thailand, I'm gonna join it. I'm I'm gonna make it big. So I'm gonna make a voice of the women who have ability and already married. You know what? So I'm gonna be here and I'm competing the Mrs. Thailand for 2 years until I'm going here to Mrs. Globe.
I love that, girl. You better preach. Listen. I mean, I would never even want to be young and single again. So I love being a missus, and I'm glad that you're here. And just so you
Yeah,
know, you could run circles around some of these young girls. You look amazing. They
thank
they
you.
wouldn't win against you. So that's probably why they didn't want you in the pageant. So you were beautiful, beautiful, and thank you for
Thank
sharing that.
you. Thank you.
You're welcome. I mean, hey, it's like you're surrounded by beauty. Your next question is: if you could speak to the judges, May, by yourself,
Yes,
have them all alone in a cabana somewhere, what would you share with
yes, yes. I will tell them that women have important in every state that they have. They're single, they're married, they have a divorce, they have a child, but the thing that make them not confident anymore because when they're single, they're just interesting that herself and maybe her parents. But now when we married, we have give attention to a husband, a child, our parents, maybe a pet too. So our so our priority at the last, and we keep us at the bottom and the other as our first priority. So I want to show them that you doesn't have to be that. You have to love yourself and love each other together, and you give yourself a chance to shine in every state that you have, so you could make equality on the world for the women or the women. So I want to be the part of Mrs. Globe to make it continue. I don't want to stop at this year or next year. I just want to be continue forever for every woman who never confident in herself to have a place to stand out and shine.
I love that. I love that about just having a place and having a
Yes,
spotlight at every stage of life. And I think that is so beautiful and so powerful. So thank you for sharing that. Wow. That, ooh, give me
yes,
goosebumps. I love it. Your last question is, should you be the next Mrs. Globe, what is your plan?
yes. I already have planned for the Mrs. Globe. If I
Okay.
win, I am the first Thailand Mrs. Globe. So it's going to be famous. It's my country. I have a sound to speak louder and everybody interesting. And my organization, Mrs. Thailand, we already start the new part of the pageant. So we,
Congratulations.
yeah, so we open the class that women can study how to love herself inside and outside, how to improve herself inside and outside too. Like the other women say before that we have afraid when we was young, not have what to do, but afraid to do. So now I'm gonna teach them. I'm gonna guide them. We are going organization that make them proud. That
Wow.
we have the beauty in diversity. Even they look like even they are. So we are already started that this year in Mrs. Thailand, and we are gonna keep it going on.
Wow, look at
Yes,
you. I love that. Wow. Well, thank you for sharing that. That's amazing. You definitely have caught the vision and the
yes,
desire of Mrs. Globe and why she created Mrs. Globe. So thank you for sharing that with me.
thank
Um,
you.
I'm glad you were able to get on. I know there's a little technical
Yeah,
difficulties, but I'm so happy you
thank
made
you
it.
for waiting for me.
Of course. No, of course. Like I wasn't gonna, I mean, at first I was like, no, I'm just kidding. No, of course I was gonna. I have to hear you guys. I want you guys to shine and have this moment. So thank you for sharing this with me. I'm excited for you. Have fun tonight. Spoil yourself,
Yes,
enjoy
sure.
yourself, so you can bring this home with you to Thailand. Okay. You take care and enjoy. Bye bye.
Sure, thank you. Bye.
Oh my gosh, she's so cute. I say that about everybody. Oh, look at all this. Like, I don't know who, okay. I don't know who Facebook user is, you guys, but she's a very supportive person. So I just wanted to put that up there. I apologize. It's not showing her name. All right. So I have a few, like I'm trying to get done by 7:30 because I know these ladies have to go to a floral party and I don't want them to be late. I don't want Dr. Tracy mad at me. So I'm going to finish this up. So we're about to wrap it up. We have two more beautiful queens. The next queen, okay, I really love this lady a lot. I love her so much. She just is a joy and really embodies, I believe, just the mission statement, especially of the WIN Foundation, on top of the fact that she's in my division. So, you know, I'm just saying. But next up, we have the beautiful, none other than Coretta, Mrs. Curvey North Continent. You look amazing. Woo,
Hey,
girl.
thank you.
Okay.
I'm trying to
Fabulous.
find the right. Is it there? Is it good? Wait a second.
No, you look great.
Yeah.
I know it shifts once the
I
once
know.
the
I'm like,
screens merge.
is
It's
it
like
straight because I get yelled at for not having the.
yeah, it's
My head is lopsided.
you could just turn your head to the side. We won't know.
See, like
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, you look great.
now, you hold it.
I know,
just hold it. Just hold it.
Oh
Look
my gosh.
comfortable. So comfortable.
Okay, beautiful. All right, Greta, I love you. This is one of the 90 million reasons that I love her so much because she is just a very bright energy and has just been in the thread work of Mrs. Globe for many, many years. But now she's like on the front lines and representing the North Continent and woo, all right. Okay. Wait, I have a private message. What does this mean? I don't know what that means. Okay, moving right along. Coretta, why, which I know this is a very long story, so I hope that you practice
No,
something.
it's short.
Okay, I was gonna say, you know, but why did you choose to compete in Mrs. Curvey?
All right, so the Mrs. Globe organization has morphed with me. When I first competed, I was Mrs. New Jersey 2001, and I was competing for the US title. There is no Curvey division. And my first, I remember showing up and going, oh yeah, it's just an honor being nominated. Everybody was 6 feet taller than me and 4 pounds. And I'm like, honestly, it's just an honor to be nominated. I know I'm not going to win. All right. It was just pageantry 20 years ago. So you fast forward and then there's Classique. And I was like, what? They did not do that. And they did it. I had just turned 44. And so I was like, I cannot believe. And so I was going to do Classique, but another opportunity came up and I was like, I'm just going to jump on board with that. And I won a multinational title with that pageant. And, you know, I was doing my thing. And then all of a sudden, ba-bing, Jersey Girls Rock, you got that right, girl. You know, this word curvey showed up. And I was like, hold up, wait a minute. And then, you know, they put the sizes up. I was like, I was a size 12 when I competed in 2001. Okay. And so I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe they've done this. And I jumped in and once again, we were supposed to compete together, but then COVID and I was like, that's not fair. So the next year I came back, I just wanted the experience, quite honestly. Dr. Tracy was talking about walking in our shoes today, and that's why she was there, so that she could feel it. And honestly, I wanted to walk in shoes again so that all of the alumni, because I used to be the president of the alumni, I wanted all of the alumni to do what I do every time they announce the new date of the following year of the US Globe competition. I wanted them to put it on their calendar like I do, like it's Christmas. I'm like, okay, how much, okay, flight, and okay, rooms, and okay. And that's what I've been doing for 20 years. It's like my Mecca. I have to make it back to the desert at least once a year to restore everything, to make it work again, and make sure I'm not giving up on myself or any of those things that happen really easily as a female. You give up on yourself faster than you will, I don't know, give up cigarette smoking, right? You'll hold on to that stuff forever. And then it's like, hey, but give yourself a try. And you're like, nah,
Right.
I'll do it some other time.
Well, I'm really glad that you gave it a try and that you are walking the walk for all the alumni that have been with you and have gone before you and been after you. And so you are just representing very beautifully. And I think it's super cool that you're doing this. Your next question is, if you could have those judges in a room, oh Lord, okay, wait, let me, if you, go ahead and just answer it, because I'm
all right. Well, first I would tell them, judges, do your job and do your research. All right. Every pageant has crown chasers. This pageant can't afford crown chasers. All right. So do your job. Every delegate is given a certain amount of time to represent. Go on their social media. You will be able to pick out who has been doing their job and who has been kind of. Now, we all understand people have lives and all of that other stuff, but whoever is stepping up to take that international title is also saying, I'm going to have my life, but I'm going to put it aside. Now, I say this every year, whether I was competing or just, being staff. You do your job. If you're crowned, make sure anyone that meets you knows that you're part of the Mrs. Globe organization as a rule, because our crowns mean a whole different thing. Okay, it's not just pretty head jewelry and fancy sash. It is a whole different level of feminine empowerment. So, judges, do your job. End.
Well, alrighty then. Spoken like a true classique. Okay. And your last question is, should you be the next Mrs. Curvey, what is your plan?
I have 3 things.
All right.
All right. First and foremost, I'm going to run around the stage and scream. Because if that crown is mine, after everything is over, after our after party and everybody's gone, and I'm kind of alone, I am going to run around that ballroom and scream. That's number 1. Number 2, I've already said this to a few people. I have wanted to create, since I saw the Curvey, I want to create the Curvey wellness map. I've been a personal fitness trainer and fitness instructor for over 35 years now. I have always been curvy. Okay. I was not a heavy child. I was just tiny with a butt. And then as I got older, I got chesticles. And then it just morphed into a shape that my father would say, please, just do something about that. I can't. She can't even go outside. Too many women who are part of that voluptuous group, our curvy group, they give up on themselves and they give up on fitness and they give up on attaining that health goal. I'm not talking about aesthetics. I'm talking about a health goal. Your numbers are great. All right. You're doing your physicals regularly. You're making sure that you're good. That's my number 2. I want to create the Mrs. Curvey health map. Not like the other divisions can't use it, but Curvey is different, and we are dealing with a lot of different, esteem issues, and you deserve to be your healthiest. Curvey does not mean unhealthy, right? Because we know that, right? And of course, we don't want that label on this division. We just want it to be, everybody has health issues, and that's the way I want them to be looked at, as health issues. I don't want people to look at Curvey and say, well, it's because she's fat. No, let's take that word out, unless we're going to do PHAT, PHAT, you know what I'm talking about, PHAT. All right. If that's the way you're going to do it, then fine.
Yeah.
But women cannot be broken down in just fat, skinny, tall, short. We are all unique, and we all need to be cared for. And you need to know that you need to care for yourself enough. And then number 3 is something that my roomie and I decided last year. We said, this is going to happen because this is going to happen. We would like to have quarterly meetups 4 times a year. Dr. Tracy has a Divine Conference, and that is amazing. Okay. And of course, all of us should go there. But 4 times a year, I would like there to be on the calendar. And this is, I'm just rehashing other things that were years ago. Globet meetup. It's an alumni meetup. Okay. Veronica was just on talking about being an event planner. You know, I'm also an event planner and a DJ. Let's get it going in Vegas. All right. Let's head to Vegas. Let's recruit. Let's scream out what Mrs. Globe is about and get some people interested. So if we're doing that 4 times a year all over the planet, people are going to be like, what is going on? Who are these women showing up at this designated location? I'm also stealing from Dinner on Blanc. You know, that big white party.
Well, no, I'm going to stop you only because we have a few minutes and I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, I understand.
But I want to say that I'm really thank you for sharing that. I mean, I think everything you've said is amazing and definitely very much needed, you know, and I love the idea of a wellness plan. And it's very interesting because my best friend growing up was like this big. Well, we can't say it, this big. And she couldn't last even a quarter of the time on a treadmill that I could. She couldn't do as many push-ups as I could do. She couldn't run as fast as I could run. You know, and so I think that just changing the narrative of what healthy is not an actual size. I know people who are dying and they're this big. I know people, you know, that are struggling with things and that's why they're thin. It's not, they're actually sick because they're thin versus not, you know, and I think it's a very beautiful way to kind of just rechange the narrative and define things by adding, you know, that an intentional component in. I think that a lot of the women, it's kind of interesting because when you're preparing for something, no matter what size you are, you naturally want to prepare. So even when I was running, producing plus size pageants, a lot of my delegates would like lose weight along the way of preparing because they wanted to be their best self. So they were eating better, they were exercising, and it had nothing to do with wanting to be thin, but their body naturally started to fall in alignment. So they still were 12 and up, but they were a healthy version of themselves. And so I think that just having something to look forward to prepare for can also be an incentive, right? Kind of like that carrot, if you will, for women to choose that healthy lifestyle. But thank you so much, Coretta. You are just full of life. You look very beautiful. I can tell you did not come to play this year. I can tell you did not come to play, but you did come to slay. So I appreciate you. Enjoy yourself tonight, and I'm excited for you. Crossing fingers. You got this.
Love you, Tasha. Thank you so much.
Love you too, beautiful. All right, you guys. Last but not least, woo! I'm running in hot. We have the beautiful Lynn, and she is from Australia. Am I correct, Lynn?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, I want to make sure because I had to add it back in there, and I'm like, did I spell Australia right? Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. So we have the beautiful Lynn from Australia. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for making the time and being here with all the stuff happening in the pageant. I know it's been crazy, but you still took the time to come and meet with me. So I'm going to jump right into your questions because I know you have an event to go to, but I still want you to be heard. So beautiful
Thank you
Lynn.
so much.
Absolutely. Beautiful Lynn. Why did you choose Mrs. Globe?
Why Mrs. Globe? I've heard a lot of story about Mrs. Globe, and I'm very try to, I was very interested to get into this and know it myself in person. Meeting Tracy Kimball is amazing. Hearing all the stories are amazing, and all the lessons that we had past 2 days are incredible. I've learned a lot, and all of that are just sinking into my head. It's overwhelming, but it's all good. I can take that with me way back home to Australia.
I love it. So can I say something? Australia must really be a melting pot because the Curvey Australia is Indian. And then you have like I'm like, when I picture Australia, I don't picture, so I'm learning a lot. You guys are a melting pot of beautiful people, like from everywhere, literally. That is so cool. I mean, that just shows, see, this is why I said I loved being a Globe Queen because I got to learn more outside of my little USA box. I learned so much. So you are beautiful. And thank you for sharing that with me, with everybody. Now, if you could speak to the judges, Lynn, what would you want to say to them?
If I have a chance to speak with the judges, of course, I ask them the tips how to win the competition. I'm like, what is the best thing to do? Absolutely, because in competition we have judges. So of course, I want to win, and absolutely, I will love to know the tips.
That is hilarious. I think that is a brilliant question. Like, how can I win? Tell me what to do. I love that.
Yeah, that's right. You're the judges. Tell me.
I'm learning a lot from you guys, and I don't think I would have ever, if someone ever asked me that as a delegate and I was a judge, and they said, "What are you looking for? How do I win?" I'd be like, that's a good question. So I love that. And Lynn, should you become Mrs. Globe, what is your plan?
If I'll become a Mrs. Globe, wow, I'll be like amazed and grateful, of course. I know there's lots of women, beautiful women from all over the world that wanted to have the crown. If I have a chance, of course, I will continue the foundation because I have the passion to help the women, and my advocacy is to empower women, especially those women who has experience with the domestic and abuse. Yeah, I will just probably help them to recover, share my knowledge, and help them to progress.
I love that. That is so good. I mean, and that's really what it's all about. I mean, ultimately, as queens for Mrs. Globe, we are literally the ambassadors that, encourage and raise the money so that women all around the world can have their hearts healed. And so that's something that is very powerful. And I don't take it lightly. Clearly you're very passionate about it too. And that's why you're here looking so beautiful from Australia. So is there since you're my last person, is there anything else you want to share with the audience before you go to the party?
All right. Anything else? All I gotta do, just be motivated all the time, no matter what struggles or challenges all the time. Please have the encourage all the time and find a perfect person to talk about what is in there, what's in your heart.
I love that. Nothing more needs to be said. Like, she's amazing. She said it all. I'm going to close out the show with you on here, actually. So everybody, you can tune in to the Mrs. Globe Facebook page, I believe in their YouTube, to watch Mrs. Globe live. You'll be able to see Mrs. Australia, along with all the other ladies you've already heard from, present and represent their countries. Thank you again for joining me, Lynn. Thank you to all the queens who joined me today. And as I always like to say, it's never too late to choose you, change your path, and walk in your purpose. Thank you. And my next series begins in about a month. So July 1st, I'll be starting my next series, and I will tell you what that's about later. But for now, it's all about Mrs. Globe. You take care. Have fun tonight. God bless everyone.
You too. Thank you for the opportunity.
Of course.